This article is about the top 10 skills in 2020. 2020 isn't that far away. As a professional, have you been paying attention to the changes happening in your workplace and how they are affecting you? How has your role evolved over the past 5 years? Do you consider yourself skilled for the jobs of the future? Do you even know what those jobs might be? Even after graduating from top institutes, people are still failing in the job market. They either do not get the job they deserve, or they are not employable for the job they dream of. Students are working hard, scoring good grades but still failing to meet the expectations of the corporates. This is probably because college campuses are totally different from corporate campuses. College fails to teach students the real skills that are necessary to be successful in their careers. Corporates hire people for their values, not for their degree. Students spend 3 to 5 years in college only to get a degree but learn no real-life skills. This is not because there are a lack of platforms where they can learn new things and explore, but because they are unknown to those skills and knowledge that they should have to be successful in the job market. According to the World Economic Forum, these are the top 10 skills that you'll require in 2020. First skill is complex problem solving. Topping the list as the most desired skill to have by 2020 is a complex problem solving ability. It's about having the mental elasticity to solve problems we've never seen before, and being able to solve them in a landscape that's changing at breakneck speed and getting more complex by the minute. As the report details, more than 1/3, 36% of all jobs across all industries are expected by our respondents to require complex problem solving as one of their core skills. Now, don't worry. This doesn't mean that you'll be expected to solve the world's problems. Having strong complex problem-solving skills is about being able to see the big picture, zero in on minute details, and move things around to make a difference. Thankfully, this is not a skill that anyone is born with. It's something that gets honed over time and is built on a strong foundation of critical and lateral thinking. So how do you acquire this holy grail of all skills? According to some studies, problem-solving skills can be improved by playing a lot of video games. However, the best way to master this is by facing the problems and sticking to it until you find the right solution. The second skill is critical thinking. Critical thinking is the ability to think clearly and deeply about a problem and making a logical judgment. It is a kind of thinking where you yourself analyze and examine and come up with an effective conclusion instead of believing in others' opinions. It requires patience and good observation power. Critical thinking is an important skill to learn. It helps in implementing innovative ideas and understanding logical connections between them. Being a critical thinker will still be a valued skill set in the next 4 years, according to the survey. But what does critical thinking actually involve? Critical thinking involves being able to use logic and reasoning to interrogate an issue or problem. Consider various solutions to the problem and weigh up the pros and cons of each approach. Third skill is creativity. Machines help get work done faster, but it cannot be creative. It's the creativity of the person inventing the machine. Corporates hire employees who are creative and innovative. They want their employees to implement new ideas and think outside the box. You need to be creative in transforming data into information. Give yourself time to think and observe things before you can improve them. Creativity is predicted to become a key skill in the future, so before you dismiss yourself as a non-creative person, remember that creativity is not the exclusive domain of artsy types like musicians and writers. Fourth skill is people management. People management is one of the most important skills that one should learn for long-term success. As every king needs an empire, every leader needs a team in order to achieve his goal. This is only possible if the leader possesses people management skills. Irrespective of your profession and work, you will always require this skill because big things cannot be done alone. You need to manage your whole team and maintain harmony between them. Human beings are more creative, better at reading each other, and able to piggyback off each other's ideas and energy. But being human also means that we get sick, we get demotivated, and we get distracted. So it's vital that in the future, managers and team leaders know how to motivate their teams, maximize their productivity and respond to their needs. Fifth skill is coordinating with others. Coordinating with others is a part of people's management. The success of a team highly depends on the coordination among its members. This skill improves when you first understand others and then get yourself understood. A team cannot win only by the effort of a single person. Therefore, in order to lead your team and achieve your common goals, you must master this skill. Collaboration is crucial in any work environment, and this is something that thankfully humans are still better at than robots. Human interaction in the workplace involves team production. Coordinating with others involves strong communication skills, an awareness of other people's strengths and weaknesses, and being able to work with a range of different personalities. Sixth skill is emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence refers to the ability to control and manage one's own emotions and capability to control others' emotions too. Mastering this skill is very important for your own personal growth. Before controlling others' emotions, you need to first have control of your emotions. Only then you can influence others and have works done together. It is a very important skill in leadership. It's a social skill that's particularly important to managers and leaders, and you'll be glad to hear that you can give your emotional quotient a boost. Seventh skill is judgment and decision making. The robots are still not capable of making judgments and decisions. The demand for this very skill will never go down because this is the most important skill, highly required in corporates, and even in personal lives. It's not just the ability to make decisions and judgment, but the ability to take correct and appropriate decisions. Mastering these skills requires all other skills like critical thinking, patience, good observation power, and the most important, courage. How can you improve your decision-making skills immediately? Start getting a whole lot more comfortable with data. First, figure out what questions or problems you want to answer, then set aside time to explore new data tools and technologies that can help you collect this information. Once you have these two things, you'll want to make Excel your best friend. Learn how to manipulate the data and mine it for all it's worth. Eighth skill is service orientation. Service orientation means seeking different ways to help others. How well you are able to help people in your team determines the quality of your leadership. If you fail to master this skill, you lose your subordinates' trust and loyalty. A true leader is one who helps his team grow without leaving anyone behind. Ninth skill is negotiation. Reaching the desired agreement without any argument or dispute is the key element of negotiation skills. Most people often fail to make an agreement that they want to, because they lack negotiation skills. They cannot argue with the people and they are bound to agree on what they say. Mastering this skill requires clarity of goals and proper presentation and discussion of ideas. This grows with practical experience, meeting, and having conversations with people above your level. 10th skill is cognitive flexibility. Cognitive flexibility means the ability of an individual to handle different people accordingly. Different individuals have different thoughts, ideas, actions, opinions, emotions. Thus, everyone cannot be treated and handled in the same way. You have to be flexible and adaptive to talk to different people. It requires creativity, logical thinking, and good public relations. Expand your interests, read outside your comfort zone, and embrace people who challenge your worldviews. Your career will thank you for it. That's it. Now you know what you need to learn and improve in order to be successful. Go for research and get to know where and how you can learn these skills. This will land you to high-paying jobs and personal growth. Your skills are like your jewels. The more you possess it, the more you increase your value. You need to brush it regularly to master it. Take a step forward and start improving and discovering yourself.